So the weekly of the 10th through the 16th is what we're going to start with this week. I'm on TikTok and on Substack right now. So I'm pulling the daily and the weekly tarot readings. And I've got some gamer ASMR in the background. We start the week with the, Six of Pentacles reversed. So this could be either mismanaging funds, or it could be funds back in the pockets of the people who need it and coming out of the pockets of the people who don't. So we might start off the week with some wealth redistribution of some kind. It's interesting. Tonight is the full moon, so you witches need to make sure that you put out your stones and moon water and all of that fun stuff tonight. Charge your spell jars like I am. I got my spell jars over here. I'm going to be putting those out under the full moon tonight to charge those. I'm going to be charging my moon water, all of that fun stuff. My earrings keep getting into my headset. What else is coming around the middle of the week? Well, that was pretty decisive. We have the Page of Swords around Wednesday-ish, and that is something new and exciting coming around the middle of the week. What do we have around the end of the week? Friday, we have the Queen of Wands. That's interesting. This was the card for today at the end of this week, except for reversed. So having this upright for around the Friday energy of next week is kind of interesting. So around the 15th-ish, we should have the Queen of Wands energy. At the top of the deck, start of the week, we have the Nine of Swords. I call this my 4 a.m. club card for those of you on TikTok who might be a little more aware of the 4 a.m. club. But this is pretty much anxiety, sleepless nights. This feels very connected to the things going on next week with like Russia going to Alaska, Putin going to Alaska and all of that fun stuff. Lots of sleepless nights coming. When is that ever not the case? And at the end of the week, we have the Five of Cups. So a little bit of grief toward the end of the week. This would be around Saturday, the 16th. So I don't know what's going to be knocking over our cups and what's going to be keeping us awake at night. But the beginning and the end of the week is not looking very pretty, we'll say. So that's the weekly energy. Let me go into which one do I want to use tonight? I'm going to use my Nightmare Before Christmas. My basic guide for my tarot cards is just shit. So I use my other guides for when I'm doing the onlines. Okay. So starting the week with the Nine of Swords. Try to think of camera angles here. Nightmares, worries, fear. The Nine of Swords shows up when you're feeling dread. Muster your courage and face your fears. You just might find the clown with the tearaway face is not as scary in the light of day. So it looks like we're going to be starting off with a lot of fears and anxieties, but that's going to move out pretty quickly, I think. Let me move this a bit. There we go. To the Six of Pentacles reversed. Reversed, the gift-giving theme of the upright Six of Pentacles needs to be internalized. Self-love is the name of the game. Treat yourself to something you've been wanting. You deserve to enjoy the rewards of your hard work. So that seems like we're moving into anxieties to things are actually going to be better off than we think they are. And I think a little more independent. Then we go on to the Page of Swords. Lots of swords energy. Here we are. The Page of Swords represents a cunning, curious personality type. The page has wit and cleverness, but lacks the maturity to realize his way isn't always the best way. So we might be feeling a little full of ourselves around Wednesday, feeling a little naive, thinking we have everything we need. Hey, welcome in. And then we might be reminded that no, we don't actually know everything. So remember to listen to people who know more than you. Then we have the Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands represents a clever, confident person with a strong independent streak. Used to being the center of attention, she's a popular, inspiring leader who brings out the best in everyone. Bringing optimism into any project will invigorate it with energy it needs to be successful. So I did, yes. So somebody asked if I shaved my head. Yes, I actually do this all the time. My hair is really, really thick, so I have a mohawk. I actually have a mohawk. All of this is just my top layer hair, and it's been that way for a long time. Um, I just every so often shave it close and then let it grow, and then shave it close and then let it grow. So this is this is my way of having a cooler head in the summer months because I can have it down and look all pretty and look like I have all of my hair and all of that because it's thick and heavy. And then when I feel like it, I can just put it up. Thank you. Thank you. She said I look good. Thank you. So yeah, it's just easy hairstyle type thing for me. Anyway, let's get that back to where it was. Oh, okay, sorry for the detour there. Got distracted. Yeah, hair's always shaved. Just I hide it well. So that's the Queen of Wands around Friday. That's awesome. We're actually going to be going into some self confidence, a lot of energy around the end of the week. I'm wondering if the Putin trip to Alaska is going to be met with some interesting developments because the Queen just seems really sure of herself. And that doesn't seem the kind of energy I would expect on Friday if they're making that trip then. But we'll find out. Then we have the Five of Cups to end the week. So around Saturday the 16th. There it is. Disappointment and setbacks have you feeling depressed. Something hasn't gone according to plan. Rather than feeling glum and remorseful about what can't be changed, accept the circumstances and look for a way forward. There are new opportunities waiting for you. So, whatever disappointment comes at the end of the week, remember that it is temporary, it is not long lasting, and you will be able to move forward. So that is the energy of the week for the 10th through the 16th. Now I'm going to do a daily card for each of the days. Right.
In the house across the street from the market. So it's not.
Let's hit a little more. This incense does not like to burn very well.
We'll land that here bear. So yeah. Cathan.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. I'm pulling my daily tarot cards for this next week, the 10th through the 16th. I'm on TikTok and on Substack. So if you're just joining in, I just finished up the weekly reading and now I'm going to be doing the daily reading. This last week was a little hard for me. It was my brother's birthday. He passed away 5 years ago now. Jeeves, 4 years ago now. 2021, 5 years ago. 4 years ago. Fuck. It's 2025 or 2026. It's 2025 still. Jesus. This is the longest year ever. Oh my God. So this is the daily for the 10th. I'm looking for the daily card for Sunday the 10th. Hello, welcome everybody. You showed up after. We start off with the Six of Swords. Interesting that we start off with the Six of Swords on the weekly and here. That's interesting. Sword card, we had the knot. I'm making connections before I need to make connections. So we've got the Six of Swords on Sunday the 10th. This is moving on energy. This, I think, matches well with the Nine of Swords because the Nine of Swords has this with a lot of anxiety. The Six of Swords has us moving on from that anxiety. So being able to pick ourselves up and keep going. That is the energy of Sunday the 10th. Monday the 11th. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. You might be feeling a little guarded, a little blocked off, unwilling to yield or to move your boundaries. This could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on context and circumstances. But it's almost like stubbornness. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the 12th. The Six of Cups. Okay, I see a theme of sixes this week. We have the Six of Cups on Tuesday, the 12th. This is nostalgia. I'm looking towards the past for hints about the future. This could be a reminder that we've already learned this lesson and to dig deep. It could be feeling nostalgic about the past and actually getting to revisit those good memories. It might also be just something where you feel connected to your past in some way. So this is around Tuesday, the 12th. Wednesday popped right on out, and we have the Knight of Wands. We've got swords, wands, cups. All we're missing is the pentacles. So we've got the Knight of Wands reversed. This could be a false start around Wednesday. Might be feeling like we have, we never seem to be on the right foot. Every time we try to get going, something stops us. We might be procrastinating. Somebody might be dragging their feet. So Wednesday might be just off to a rough start, but that's okay. We'll get through it. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday the 14th. Thursday the 14th. Okay, I am going to take the Empress because that's the one that came up, right? We have the Empress for Thursday, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the 14th. Feminine energy. Interesting that this is coming at around the same time as the Queen of Wands and the weekly. So a lot of feminine energy around this day. We're going to be really nurturing and taking care of ourselves, taking care of others, getting the job done. All right. Friday, what is that, the 15th? Friday the 15th? Oh, Justice. Friday the 15th, we have Justice. Lucky number 11. This is going to be a good day. Oh, man. I just got a big breath of relief. I don't see how Putin could be going to Alaska when the cards of the day are Justice and the card of the week is the Queen of Wands. That just seems a little too positive for me. Something good is happening on Friday. People's karma is catching up with them. Oh, ooh, I just got yay. Okay. Finally, we have Saturday the 16th. Let me give this one a good shuffle. Oh, hello, Queen of Wands. We were just talking about you. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you did not like that. Okay, let's try that again. Go this way. There we go. That's better. So this is for Saturday the 16th. Halfway through the month now. Just a reminder, my monthly tarot reading for August is up and available on Substack. That one I use my kitty card deck.
You got two that fall in there.
So 16th. Popped out, but you didn't fall, so I'm not taking you yet. We got two here, and I'm not sure which to take. I'm gonna put you back in because I want a solid answer. I don't want a maybe of this, a maybe of that. I want. Okay, I'll take that. Really? No, you gave me two again. Nope, I'm not doing that. You have to give me one. One of them. We're not playing that game. One card for the 16th, please. Okay. See, that's about right. The 10 of Wands. Interestingly, this was one of the ones that fell. So now I know the 10 of Wands was the right one. Confirmation. So we might be feeling rather burdened on Saturday, the 16th. This could mean a lot of hard work, but we're almost there. We're almost home. That home is in the background there. And we are so close to being done. This is a good sign. Although the card of the week that this matches up with is the Five of Cups. So there might be a little bit of sadness and melancholy and grief that day too, which kind of matches up with just this heaviness, this burden that you're feeling. So talk to your therapist, schedule a therapy appointment, do it, because you might be a little heavy next weekend. So if you don't have a therapy appointment before then, schedule one for after then. Probably going to need it. But I'm seeing a lot of positive this week. We don't have any pentacles in the daily spread, but we did have them in the weekly. We had the Six of Pentacles in the weekly, so that's neat. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Everyone, the whole one person in my TikTok and the 6 of you over here. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to go through them all. I'm going to read out. Should I read out my nightmares or should I read out a different one? I'm going to read out a different one. I read out my nightmares for the last one. I'm going to read out of my Pop Tarot one. So here's my guide for the Pop Tarot deck. Starting off the week on Sunday, the 10th. Okay. It is a time of transition, and you're no stranger to taking trips to unknown destinations. Sometimes a fresh start is the only option. Rest assured, the universe rewards forward progress. So good things are moving us forward on Sunday the 10th. Then we move into the Monday the 11th with the Seven of Wands reversed.
Oh, I just flashbanged myself in that.
Right now, you may feel overwhelmed to the point that you're suffering a crisis of faith. Will all of this have been worth it in the end? You are not where you are by accident. You earned your seat around the campfire. Trust. It's a good sign. The universe rewards forward progress. Trust that you have earned your seat. This is giving a lot of have faith, keep going. Even when things get hard, keep moving along. It's giving that kind of energy. So that's Sunday, Monday. This is Tuesday. Six of Cups.
Yeah, don't do that shit to me. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. The Six of Cups symbolizes peace, harmony, and innocent childhood memories. It evokes the feeling of home and happiness. Stay open. Home can take on many different forms. Let your inner child rule the roost for a bit and have fun. You all right over there? You look.
Oh, we got the bear.
Another bear?
Yeah.
What is that? Daisy again? Still Daisy. Okay. Sorry, with the bear, it could be Red Dead Redemption 2, but you haven't played that in a while with your friends. So.
Bear.
What bear? That bear. Okay, so let your inner child rule the roost for a bit and have fun. Tuesday, have fun. Tuesday, enjoy yourself, laugh, play video games. That's the important thing. You're going to need it. And then we have the Knight of Wands on Wednesday reversed. Upside down, the Knight of Wands suggests that this burst of energy and passion may well be just something you do for you. Seek inspiration from within and don't worry about taking quick action. Impulsiveness won't bring true satisfaction. Be careful with yourself around the middle of the week that you are not just jumping into something without actually thinking it through. Look before you leap. Then we move into the Empress around Thursday. I love the Empress. Indica bud in the Pot Tarot deck. All right. Here, the Empress is represented by the indica bud, a perfect fit for her heralding of creativity and abundance, a warm and maternal sense of emotional security. The Empress is here to give you what you need creatively and materially, and she especially represents peace on the home front. Feel her warm smoke envelop you. See, you see what I mean? This is too much good and happiness and positive energy for me to think that anything with Putin is going to happen that is anything less than good. because we end with Justice on Friday, the day he's supposedly to go to Alaska. So the day we have the Russian leader in Alaska is the day we get Justice. I am interested. If only every card were as straightforward as the Justice card, which symbolizes truth, balance, and fairness, and suggests a positive outcome. This is the sweet spot, like a perfect bake. It's a very groovy place to be. Enjoy. I'm excited for Friday with this card. And then the end of the week, we end Saturday with the Ten of Wands. And there it is. There is such a thing as too many joints, at least figuratively speaking. That is a lot to handle, and you might be buckling under the weight of the burdens, responsibilities, and pressure. The important part is that this struggle will pay off in the end. This is a positive week. I'm seeing lots of good things happening. I'm seeing that there's just going to be a lot of hard work to get there. We've got a lot of burdens, a lot of moving on, a lot of guarding ourselves. But we're also looking at the positives, looking at the past and learning from the past. We are keeping ourselves steady, reminding ourselves to look. We're nurturing ourselves. We're taking care of ourselves, which is the first step, which is really important because we can't take care of anybody else until we take care of ourselves, right? And then we have I love this card. This is the best card in the deck. At least I think so. So this is going to be a good overall. I think we're going to learn some new things. We're going to have a good time. All right. So now that I have all of this done, I'm going to Binkus Bonkus time to hit the bongus, and then I will be open up for some requests. So give me just a minute. Go ahead and pop anything down in the chat.
No, it's Bud's in there. Oh, there it is. He dead now. No, I still got 27.
See, my husband and I, we like to hang out with each other, so this is the best way we like to hang out. I do my witchy shit, he does his video gaming. We used to game together, but then we had babies, and then it got harder to game together. Because, if we're gaming, then we gotta do, can't always pause, especially we're doing an online game. All right. So I'm gonna put these up real quick so everybody can see what we got working with. Maybe. Maybe, baby. All right. I just need to take oh, is the baby awake?
No, but you gotta come see how she laid.
Oh, God. Oh, little chunker. She looks just like you. Oh, she looks just like you. Okay. So here are all the options. Feel free to drop any requests down in the chat. I am going to take a little Binkus Bonkus. Time to hit the bongus. I do have pendulums as well.
Oh, you're good, bud. It's so long to do. We're good. Won't get it. All right, do we want to head back the way you came, or do we want to go somewhere else?
TikTok, you censor anything? You censor me? I don't give a
It was fucking damn near empty. Dude was just hanging out in there. So yeah, it's like one block down the street. Oh, Bingus Bungus tonight. The Bungus.
Okay. Hello, beep boop. Okay. So I've got all my tarot cards here. Let me know if there are any requests in the chat.
The wife was nice and did.
You're welcome. Don't forget, everybody, it is a full moon tonight. So if you are a witch yourself, don't forget to put your gems out. Don't forget to put your moon water out. All of the fun things. Dance in the moonlight. I have all these tarot decks and I am open for requests. I do also have my fundulums at the ready. And we have some gamer ASMR in the background. Ellie, you missed it. We had such a good. Sure. I had such a good weekly and daily tarot draw. Oh my god, I can't wait for you to see. Cat deck. Of course you want the cat deck.
That's what happened to me, bro.
Alright, so this is for Ellie. Ellie is my co-host on the What Up Witches podcast, so don't forget to give us a follow. We're using the cat tarot deck. Thanks for the likes and the shares. So this is for Ellie. I'm on TikTok as well as Substack. Thanks for the likes. I love this deck so much. The person I'm doing this tarot reading for is actually the person who gave me the tarot deck. So, do you have a question or do you want me to just pull the general energy?
No. Are you done? What?
You're running out of time to put your question in, Ellie, before the cards start falling. We start off with the Ace of Wands reversed. Just hit you with the truth. So the Ace of Wands reversed is your first card. This feels like you're chasing your own tail. Very much chasing your own tail. Not sure what to do, falling in the air, feeling tricked maybe. That's such a funny visual. Okay. Ooh, but then we have the Lovers.
Hey,
Look how cute that card is. Oh, you're in harmony. Harmony with somebody, whether that's your person, or maybe it's me in our podcast. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, you got the Empress, which is also one of the cards of the, which one was it? The Thursday? This was Thursday's daily card. So you've got the Empress. Nurturing, mothering, loving. Okay, what else do we have? That's too many. I'm not taking all those. Nope. One of them was the devil, so that's funny. Okay, that one flipped. That's Knight of Swords. You're dancing, catching something, stretching. You're happy, chasing after something, chasing after some joy here. Okay. And what I find funny is the visual of the Ace of Wands over the Knight of Swords. That's cute. Oh, yoga. That's a good one. Yeah. Looks like a yoga position. Okay. What do we have next? You have the Two of Cups reversed underneath the Lovers. That's funny. So feeling in harmony on one end and then feeling a little disharmony on the other end. That's so neat. Just the dichotomy of that visual. This is an interesting spread. Okay. This is your last random card. Oh, this one always makes me laugh. But I don't think that's your card. Just makes me laugh. This is your card because of the way it fell on top of the deck. And it is the Three of Pentacles. This is like a bit of, I don't want to say teamwork, but just kind of determination, mastery. You're building something. Okay. Your central card is the Tower. You have the Tower at the center of your reading. You're doing skincare. Oh my gosh. Okay. So something massive is about to change, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. Everybody equates the Tower with something bad, but it just means sudden change. Sudden change can also be good. So everybody who freaks out about the Tower can calm the fuck down. All right. All right. And then your past, we've got the Queen of Cups. Very calm energy. Maternal. Your future, we have the Wiggle Butt, the Knight of Wands. I call it the Wiggle Butt because it has the lines up at the butt area. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. So let's see what we got here. Starting with the past, we've got the Queen of Cups. Oh, I flipped right to it. Regal to the core. The queen demands your respect. She exemplifies love and kindness, but she's also intuitive about emotional security. This is you on your journey of learning to be a better parent, learning to grow with your daughter, and all of the fun stuff like that. Then we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Creativity is in the air, along with the rainbow of possibilities. This is a time of new beginnings, motivation, inspiration, creativity, vitality, and energy. But when reversed, if you can't quite seem to reach your creative goals or find a new opportunity, don't give up. Rethink your plans and take a fresh swipe at your dreams, this time with full commitment. So commit.
Yeah.
Commit to your dream. Commit to your task at hand. That's hard for both of us. ADHD. The lovers bask in the sunshine of perfect harmony on a day undarkened by clouds. Love, like sunshine, can scorch if you stand still too long. Burning love is exactly that, and embers require tending. Remember that this card is often associated with choices. Yes, no, stay, go. Are your ears burning or are your feet getting cold? Then we have the Empress.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. This alpha female rules over an empire of peace and plenty. All is abundance. The stars in the Empress's crown represent her connection to the seasons and the sky. The red cushion signifies love and luxury, echoed by her heart-shaped shield. Who cares if it's actually a squeaky toy? What matters is that it's at her feet.
I got you both in there on my screen. I'm sorry.
Then we move into the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords rather dramatically wants to know, are you the hunter or the game? If you're the hunter, now's the time to pounce. Whatever it is you're contemplating chasing, go for it. But don't be completely impulsive. Forethought and strategy are still your friends. An intense circumstance may arise, but you're ready for it. Just make sure you're not rebelling or being dramatic for all the wrong reasons. Check your motives. I love how it says an intense circumstance may arise, but you're ready for it. Literally, the intense circumstance is the Tower. What else could it be, really? Then we have the Two of Cups. Things aren't looking quite so rosy. The good news is that you have solid instincts and you should trust them. If something smells like old fish to you, there's a reason for that. You can still work to slowly, cautiously rekindle a connection. Boinks. Three of Pentacles. Your rewards are in direct proportion to your dedication to your path, for better or worse. This is a good place for you. While it may not look like much to the outside world, your diligence is paying off. That cardboard box wasn't going to chew a hole in itself, after all. People will start to recognize your talents and reward you accordingly. Still, don't forget that it's also a great time for teamwork and broadening your knowledge. That moves us into the Tower. This is your central message and kind of your present a little bit. The Tower represents sudden and unexpected change, chaos, and upheaval. Everything may be thrown into question. The Tower is the foundation you have built carefully over time. The lightning strike seen through the window tells us that this unexpected change comes from a source far greater than ourselves. You feel you have no power or control. Two cats dive from the tower, clearly startled and unsure of what is happening. Falling down, you are humbled. But what if you leap? You land on your feet. And finally, we have the Knight of Wands for your future. Wiggle butt. This is forever going to be the wiggle butt card. Both gallant and a tad annoying, the Knight of Wands always believes he knows best. And with his energy and passion, he often does. You're being controlled by your impulsive nature. Those colorful ribbons in your line of vision are pretty hard to resist. There's nothing wrong with spontaneity, except when it affects your ability to follow through. Don't get bored halfway through the game and walk away. That was a rude call out for ADHD. Just saying. It's a rude call out. All right, Ellie, that was yours. I'll send this to you when it's done. And let me know in the chat if anybody else wants a reading. Otherwise, I might call it a night. I have other readings to do off camera, but you're welcome. You're welcome. Tomorrow we will be recording episode 2 of What Up Witches. with me and Ellie. So make sure you tune in if you're a paid subscriber to that. And if you're a free subscriber, that will be available sometime on Monday, whenever I get done editing it and posting it. I love you too. All right, I'm going to give this a minute. I'm going to take a minute to Binkus Bunkus. Time to hit the bungus. Smoky smoke. All the fun things. And when I come back, if there are no takers, then I will peace out. Otherwise, hang out with me for a second while I smoke a doinker. And don't forget to put up your crystals and shit for the full moon.
You go.
Excuse me. Woo. Binkus bunkus, time to hit the bunkus. All right, I have time for one more tarot reading if anybody wants to pop one in the chat. You can go get it. You are a grown ass man. You can get it. All right. Okay. Whew, Binkus bunkus. So I have time for one more tarot reading if anybody wants to pop one in the chat. If they have a request, you don't have to have a specific question. You can just say me, please. Let me give it one more minute. And again, witches, don't forget, full moon. Perfect time to put out your moon water. Perfect time to charge your crystals, to charge your spell jars, like ones that I got right here. Pop these under the moonlight. It's a perfect time for that. I need to get a better stand for this thing, I swear to God. So don't forget to put your spell jars out, which is what I'm going to be doing right now for the full moon. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. Have a great night. Join us tomorrow for episode 2.